Welcome to Suncoast View. I'm Stephanie Roberts. Get ready to rumble. A big debate fires up about whether the Suncoast is failing our young professionals. We'll see if we agree.
I'm Candace McElia, owner of 360 PR, and the decades-old tradition of jazz is alive and well with the annual Sarasota Jazz Fest. We'll have a preview.
I'm Beth, and I'll admit it if you will, we all tell a little white lie now and then, and that's the basis of a Florida Studio Theater latest show and a game we'll play later.
And I'm Linda Carson. There's nothing I don't try to do on this show. Yesterday, I tried to play pickleball. Today, I'm going to see if these hips can still hula hoop. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show and welcome back to Candace McElia. Yes. Great to have you here.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be back with you, ladies.
I have to tell you, you do look very pretty. I was living vicariously for you when I saw the Facebook pictures at Wide World of Sports Soccer. I miss being a soccer mom. Tell us about your weekend.
I did think about you because I remember you telling the story. I think you were there for Memorial Day, and it was
like
so
every year for a decade.
Yeah. Oh, we had the best time. This is my daughter's U11 Lakewood Ranch Chargers team, and they took home silver in the President's Day soccer tournament, and they are just the cutest, most amazing, talented little group of girls, and they played so hard, and we lost by 1 goal in the final tournament. And that's their coach there in the red shirt. His name is Coach David Quintero, and I mean, let's hear it for the coaches too, because you know, you don't coach for the money.
Right.
And I mean, he gives up his weekends, his wife Tinka comes along, and so the coach was awesome, the girls played amazing, and it was a fun-filled weekend. But you know, it's like stressful. I mean,
that place is
you
incredible.
Want them to feel like winners.
Yeah, the place is awesome. You feel like your kids are professionals, you know, and I think the parents take it a little bit more seriously than the kids.
You know what? It can pay off in the long run. My daughter was offered a college scholarship in soccer, of all things.
Oh, you're kidding.
Know that, Linda.
She didn't take it because she was already interested in law. But she was offered a scholarship.
I didn't know Kathy played travel.
Isn't that amazing?
It is great. I think it's great for the young girls to have the confidence, to have the camaraderie. Yeah. I mean, every one of my kids, but including my daughter, has grown up in that program, and there's a lot to be said for what it gives the kids. So.
Absolutely. They learn how to be part of a team, and they learn how to, you know, stay healthy. And it does.
Yeah. And as for parents, well, you give up your life. So kudos to you for that.
But we do that when they pop out, so.
No doubt. All right, we're going to see who's in the kitchen today.
That was birth control, thank you.
It is Chef Judy, and she is here with a gorgeous spread. What are we talking about today?
Believe it or not, I know you were wondering, there is a National Noodle Month, and that is March. And I know you were all wondering, so here it is, the beginning of March, and we're celebrating noodles. And I have a lot of Asian noodles, because that's what's so prominent. But let's not forget things like noodle kugel, which is a great Jewish dish, or Amish buttered noodles, which is part of our heritage right here in Sarasota and Bradenton.
All right, we look forward to a little carb loading midweek today. But Beth, you said you needed an energy boost. This will do it.
Yes, that will.
This is going to do it for you.
It also may add some other weight on you.
Oh, yeah, you got to have a little carb for energy. Well, this is one of my favorite times of year right here on the Suncoast because it is spring training. We get to have the major league players here to celebrate all the baseball teams. It doesn't get any better than having all those teams in the Grapefruit League right here. So today we're celebrating the Orioles and the Pirates, our two hometown teams, and it's ABC 7 Day at the Baltimore Orioles game tomorrow on Thursday. So come on out, get some swag, say hi to us. I'm actually singing the national anthem, and Adam Cellini is actually throwing the first pitch.
Oh, very good. I hope he gets it there.
I think he has some experience.
I bet he's practicing.
I guess so, as am I. So no, it'll be a lot of fun.
He used to play baseball.
I figured he was a college ball player.
You could practice right now.
No, that's all right. Usually those tapes have a tendency to surface, so I'm sure it'll show up at some point. But it is, you know what, I grew up going to ball games, Wrigley Field, and just enjoying that atmosphere. And the fact that people come from all over the country right here and spend day after day after day going to ball games, I think it's just amazing that we have that right here.
You know, it's funny, when we were at Disney, the Atlanta Braves were practicing up there, and there were people that had cut holes in the fencing so they could get a little glimpse of the players. But people take baseball seriously.
When I got married the first time, on my honeymoon, we were supposed to go to Miami. We ended up at spring baseball practice. It was an exciting week. That marriage didn't last.
She likes football better than baseball. That's really what she's telling us. So, by the way, speaking of Wrigley, we are trying Wrigley in the studio once again with us today, and he's doing a very good job, although I think we're boring him, but that's okay, because his visit last week, he barked because he was sad that he didn't get to come play.
I think it's because you didn't bring the bed.
Yeah,
he needed the bed.
He needed his bed. So he's going to nap while we chat, and, you know, that's all right. Hopefully you won't. We'll try to keep the rest of you more amused than Wrigley.
Your voice is soothing to him.
Yes, well, I'm glad it is for somebody. By the way, today is also Ash Wednesday, and whether you traditionally give something up as part of your recognition of the event or whether you don't, there's a way you can be involved. I thought this was really cool. It's called the 40 Days and 40 Items, and this has to do with the Salvation Army, although honestly you could do this with any charity. Starting with the first day of Lent and for the next 40 days, you get together 40 items that you no longer need and donate them. So it's a way to do some cleaning out, and it was also kind of put to me as that when we clean out our minds as well, we are kind of able to, you know, appreciate life and our blessings a little bit more. So something to keep in mind.
Yes.
I don't traditionally give anything up for Lent, but I will do the clean out of the 40 items.
My husband said, I have a rule. Every time you buy something, you've got to give something up.
I like that rule.
Otherwise, the closet gets too full.
Did you follow that rule?
No, but I might give up my size 4s now. Okay.
Well, but Beth,
Every
you
day.
mentioned you might give something up for
Yes,
Lent.
I'm debating. So I'm debating between alcohol and being lazy.
Okay.
Or both.
I think you only have to do one.
I'm going to give up not exercising. Does that count? So I'll go exercising.
Yeah, okay, that makes
sense.
That's part of my thing, not being lazy, because I work really hard, but when I get home, I do nothing. Like the entire weekend or the nights.
Right.
So
Well, you're not really
this-
lazy.
No, you are. You're the busiest
I was gonna
person
say,
I
you're
know.
a very hard
at
worker
work,
here.
But that's at work. It's different. Your work life is different from your home life.
But your
that's
energy,
definitely
you've got a
true.
cup full of energy. You just use your cup up in the daytime.
Well, you
That's a
guys
good way to
tell
look
my
at it.
bedroom that because I have not cleaned it in months.
All right, well, remember the 40 days and 40 bags, a good way to start the spring cleaning a little bit early. It is time for our first hot topic, and words were flying at a planned professional debate about whether the Suncoast is failing young professionals. It was called an SB2 Rumble, a type of intellectual wrestling match, if you will, as both sides argued their points. On one side, points about high housing prices, low wages, and Suncoast college grads leaving to go elsewhere. The other side argued that millennials have to choose to be engaged, get out of their parents' homes, and that our area lags only behind Orlando and Dallas for business development and job growth. So who won the argument? Well, the crowd seemed to feel that the Suncoast has failed young professionals. Candace, I know you were there.
I was.
Probably a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, so it was actually a really fantastic event put on by SRQ Magazine, and they had 3 people on one side and 3 people on the other side. I was on the side that was arguing against the motion, so I was arguing that we have not failed our young professionals. We didn't get to choose which side we were on.
Oh, you were assigned
We were
that.
assigned a side, and so it was myself, Douglas Grasso, and Frank Maggio on one side, and then Rymar Tirado, Jag Rule, and Jonathan Grollman on the other side. And it was a very heated but fun debate, but a lot of, things on both sides. And, I don't know if you read Shelby Webb's
we did.
letter
And we talked
in the
about it.
newspaper.
Yeah.
And so that kind of stirred a lot of debate. We talked about that. Rymar Tirado, who was arguing that we have failed young professionals, actually wrote a rebuttal to her story saying that we have not. So it was kind of fun to point out
wow.
some of the contradictory tones. And in the end, the very millennial audience did vote that we have failed our young professionals.
I think young professionals, and I have a daughter that I really want to stay here and I want her to love it.
Yeah.
But they have to get out and make their own world.
I
Start their
totally
own
agree with
businesses.
you.
Start their
Yes.
own entertainment.
I totally
they can
agree with you.
they will win on both ends of that.
Yes.
So get out there and take advantage.
I hear the argument, but you still have to have the community open for them to start those things. When the young group comes up with an idea that is entertaining for the community, let's say it's a lounge or a night spot that may open a little later, that may play music after 10 o'clock, what happens? So you have to also have the community be open for this, because you can't just say, go out there and start it. If every time they do start something, the community comes together and then city ordinances are passed to shut them down. So it's a combination. You have to have the infrastructure open for those new things.
But that's politics.
And
You've got to be
getting
able
out
to
and voting.
persuade the other side. Because look,
But then
housing
you're
prices are not going to go
into a
down.
whole other issue, because then you have to worry about the issue that many millennials aren't the ones who are voting in these
Oh,
elections.
then they ought to be, right?
But I understand that, but the good majority of the people that are voting in our elections are not millennials.
But then you can't complain.
That's their
Right.
problem. Yes,
I agree.
that's
I
their
hear you.
problem.
And also
They don't care
consider-
enough to step out, then they don't deserve any
And
consideration.
consider for a
No,
minute
that's not
too.
true, because if you're elected, you're representing everyone.
But
That's
if you
the
don't
same-
vote, you can't complain.
Right. But also consider, too, for a moment that we are at a point in time in Sarasota that we've really never been at before. You have a 35-year-old president of the Sarasota Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, he's young.
You have a 30-something-year-old county commissioner. You have a 30-something-year-old Sarasota school board member. We have a lot of young people in very powerful positions right now that are in a position to actually enact change. So hopefully they can encourage young people to come out and vote, because I agree, if you don't vote, you can't complain.
Well, and the discussions are starting, so things like
Yes.
last night
Yeah,
are
yeah.
important, and at least there
Absolutely.
were people there
Yeah.
to hopefully
It
start
was
making
a
the
sold-out
changes.
crowd. It was
Good.
a sold-out
Glad
crowd.
to see it.
Yeah.
Could the biggest mistake in Oscar history be blamed on a tweet? Well, that appears to be the case. PricewaterhouseCoopers accountant Brian Cullinan. Don't you love that everybody knows who this guy is? He was the guy that handed the wrong envelope to Warren Beatty just before the big bungle of Best Picture. Guess what? I can't say poor Brian, because moments prior, we now know that poor Brian tweeted a backstage photo of Emma Stone. Against the rules. PwC says that was not part of protocol. Their people were told no social media, starting with the red carpet until the broadcast ended. Busted. It's like driving while you're looking at your phone and creating a wreck. You get busted.
And he should be the last person breaking those rules. So I would not be against him losing his job.
Oh, that's horrible.
I disagree. I mean, I disagree that it's horrible. I think you are completely right. Literally, though, I mean, you blew it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
you had one thing to do. Hand up the envelope.
Yes,
Favorite
one
phrase.
thing
You
to
have
do.
one thing to do.
That's when it all gets messed up.
But is it really worth losing his job? No one was hurt. The right person was called up. The right person got it. Yes, people make mistakes.
Company embarrassed, though.
Yes, and Robin Roberts was saying, we're talking about him instead of Moonlight. She kept saying, let's talk about Moonlight. Then it would go back to the terrible mistake he made. So it cheated that movie out of a lot of conversation, a lot of airtime.
Well, it has everyone talking about the Oscars. So the PR
true.
cynic in me has me thinking it's a PR stunt that
That's
was
what I
planned from
thought
the
at first.
beginning.
You know what? You are not the first person I've heard say that.
Because
So,
we aren't going to bed before it's over next year.
Right, exactly.
all right, well, here's something else we'll be talking about. A 99-year-old woman from the Netherlands had just one thing left on her bucket list, and it took the local police, but she got it marked off. Annie wanted to experience what it was like to be arrested and taken to jail. So her niece organized a staged arrest with the local police station to fulfill her dream, handcuffs and all.
I want to see the cop.
Usually this is but usually this is a
like?
person's worst nightmare.
I know.
Yeah, but you know, it would only be real if she didn't know this was fake, if she thought she
If
really
she did something
was
wrong.
getting
All right, Linda,
arrested.
I may regret asking, but throw something else out that's on your bucket list that we haven't accomplished.
Have you ever
yet.
been arrested?
not been
I have never been arrested.
Do you want to be?
No.
Okay, what's
No,
on the bucket
thank
list?
you.
What do we need to do?
I mean, I like cute cops and all, but I do not want to be arrested.
She wants a different kind of arrest.
I want my heart to pound in different ways and putting on handcuffs.
I don't think that's for TV.
I told you I might regret asking, but it was worth a try. All right, we're going to check out our happy hour forecast, and when we come back, the smooth sounds of the Sarasota Jazz Festival.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your happy hour forecast. Again, a warm day today. High temperatures in the low to mid 90s inland areas. Beaches upper 70s, and currently it's 79. Lots of sunshine out there. Dew point still remains high. Winds out of the southwest at 10. The pressure falling slightly, ever so slightly, in approach of a cold front that is now slicing through the southeast. This is the same storm system that brought those killer tornadoes across Illinois and Missouri last night. That front has really lost a lot of its punch, though, but it will be approaching our area. Looks like late Thursday. There are some showers. Starting to develop as a result of the heating of the day today. Just enough moisture. Most of that action inland and will stay inland throughout the evening hours. You can see that activity now through Fort Myers and Bonita Springs down to our south, heading toward Charlotte County. So a little bit of light rain there, but nothing going on here. Currently, things are fairly quiet and should stay that way. Temperatures are very warm at this hour, and we will see some fog forming, and it could be rather thick at times late tonight and tomorrow morning. More of your forecast at 5.
Jazz is considered America's original music art form, and the Jazz Club of Sarasota is one of the largest and the most active jazz clubs in the country. This year is the 37th year for the week-long annual Jazz Festival, and here to tell us about it is George McLean. George, welcome. We're so happy to have you. Why is jazz so popular here?
Well, jazz is popular because, as we all know, we have a somewhat older population. And these people grew up listening to jazz, many of them in the 40s, 30s and 40s with big bands, many more in the 50s and 60s when jazz sort of developed into a cooler style of music. And then currently we have jazz that weds with the rock and roll and other forms of popular music.
Where do all these musicians come from? We have some great jazz musicians here.
We are blessed in Sarasota and the Gulf Coast area to have many, many great musicians, some performing professionals that have settled here in the latter parts of their career. But for the Jazz Festival, we have great jazz musicians coming from all over the country. Wow. From LA, from Chicago, from New York, as well as some terrific local jazz musicians.
Is it hard to convince them to come to this area?
Well, I tell you.
The millennials, yes.
We know what the weather is like in Sarasota. We know what the weather is like in Chicago. No, it's not hard to get them to come.
That's great. They're jumping at the opportunity.
Now, you've got 2 big shows. Tell me about those shows, concerts.
Yes, the festival kicks off on Sunday, but the 2 major events are theater-style concerts on Tuesday night. That's next Tuesday, March the 7th, and Saturday night, March the 11th. And these will both be at the Riverview Performing Arts Hall on campus at Riverview High School. Very wonderful modern theater facility. These are ticketed events, and both concerts will feature the great Dick Hyman.
Who lives here?
Who lives in Venice for many, many years, and he is celebrating his 90th birthday next year.
Oh, that's wonderful. One is a life story, I've heard. Which one is that? What is that about?
That is Tuesday night. The theme of the program is the musical biography of Dick Hyman. And he will be joined by 7 or 8 great musicians that he's worked with over the years, including New York pianist Bill Charlap, Russell Malone on guitar, one of the great, great jazz guitarists, Houston Perrone on tenor sax. And it'll be like a multimedia presentation with a slideshow and presentations of posters, events, photographs of Dick over the years. And it's going to be so cool because he's 90 years old. He has had a long career.
That's a long time, yes.
That has covered all of the jazz styles.
And he is awesome. So what about the second concert then?
The second concert is Saturday night. This will also
feature, a week from Saturday.
A week from Saturday. That's March the 11th. That will also feature Dick performing with another great jazz pianist, John Sheridan, and the Jim Collin Jazz Band, which many of you will remember performed on NPR, public radio, as Riverwalk Jazz for about 20 years. That band is a great band.
These are some big names.
Yes,
oh, they're big names, they are.
Well, speaking of big names, introduce us to these guys we're about to hear play very quickly.
Absolutely. This is the Footnote Band, led by Greg Nielsen on trombone, and he's joined by Steve Martinucci on the guitar, Greg Voorhees on bass, and Chuck Parr on drums.
Take it away, guys. Let's hear you play.
It's over.
37th
I was
Annual
waiting for you to
Jazz
start again.
Festival. It's March 5th through the 11th. For details, go to jazzclubsarasota.org. Next, if you think you want to live on Siesta Key, we'll show you where you can do it.
Invest in Kids is a $7.5 million project to build a new Boys and Girls Club in South Manatee County. I'm Caleb Grimes, and I was a club kid. It's where I learned important life lessons, leadership, integrity, responsibility, and baseball. Thousands of kids attend the Boys and Girls Clubs, and after years of use, their club is slowly falling apart. Help us invest in kids. Make your donation today.
Download ABC7's official Suncoast weather app onto all your devices so you can stay informed wherever you go. With our full-featured weather app, you get weather alerts, interactive radar maps, current conditions, 10-day forecasts, and weather video from ABC7, all at your fingertips. And it's free. The ABC7 official Suncoast weather app, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. Just search Suncoast WX in the App Store and download yours today.
During the past 10 years, Tidewell Hospice volunteers have provided more than 1 million hours of service. They sit with patients, giving caregivers a break. They work in offices. They take their furry friends on pet therapy visits. They even clown around. Every task performed by a volunteer makes a difference in the lives of our patients and their families. Join Tidewell's volunteer team. They're truly 1 in a million. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Join us for Sarasota Opera's 2017 Winter Festival, opening February 11th. Featuring Puccini's most famous opera, Madame Butterfly, Rossini's delightful comedy, The Italian Girl in Algiers, Poulenc's heartbreaking Dialogues of the Carmelites, and the medieval thriller, The Love of Three Kings by Italo Montemezzi. Tickets are on sale now. Call 941-328-1300 or visit sarasotaopera.org.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
And welcome back. The Suncoast has been once again recognized for having one of the best beaches in the world. And in today's Suncoast for Sale, we're looking at homes just steps away from that top-rated beach. Eric Schrock from SWC Realty is here with homes on Siesta Key.
I do. I got a couple of homes on Siesta Key to celebrate the beach winning again.
I'm liking that. And I hear that you have 2 different price points that are extremely just far away from each other.
They are. And this is just a sample of really the price ranges that you can get on the beach.
All right, so the first one?
The first one is a condo right on Siesta Beach, priced at $949. It's on Beach Road, so close to downtown. You can simply walk to the village or walk to the beach. It has that nice buffer, and then of course the gorgeous view of the beach and the Gulf. It is just a beautiful home. It's been recently remodeled. In 2015, it's been renovated. You have the nice vaulted ceilings with the exposed wood beams, and then the sliders that will go out, and you can enjoy that nice Gulf breeze. It's a beautiful kitchen as well. It's been remodeled, upgraded with granite countertops, custom cabinets throughout. It is, again, a very open plan. The living room and dining room are open together, so it really features the view that you can have of the beach. This home is obviously a condominium, nice bedrooms, very comfortable, very open, has the nice views, great amenities, and great pool that you don't have to worry about as well. Owning a condo, you don't have to worry about it.
How many bedrooms?
That was 3 bedrooms.
Ooh.
That is nice.
Yeah.
All right, so when you think of Siesta Key, you think of the crowd and all the tourists. And I'm not sure how it would do with having, being so close to the public beaches.
Well, and that's the thing. The public beach is very busy on Siesta Key. But outside of that, it's really private. You're only going to have people walking up and down or riding their bikes up and down the beach. Other than that, you're not going to have people sitting on the beach behind your house.
Yeah, Beach Road's probably pretty far away from the public.
Yeah.
So if you get away from the town area and the public beach.
Well, you're still on Siesta, just the public beach
with
itself.
the lifeguards.
Right. All right.
This next home is on Beach Road as well. It's priced at $5,995,000.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Same road.
Same road. This is a house, though. It's on 2 acres. A beautiful home, over 4,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths. And there you can see the 2 acres that is just pristine.
Can I just build
100 feet of beachfront.
You think they'll just let me put a little bit, a tent back there?
And that'll never change.
That will never change back there. And you can see this house is designed to enjoy that beach view. This is the back of it with the balconies, the private balconies.
Oh, I love that.
And then the living room that just has the huge sliders that open up. This home in particular has every room is really focused on that view. Even the kitchen,
amazing.
you can see that you have that great view.
Big window,
It has 4 4 bedroom suites. This is a master with the private decks that are going out to enjoy that view. Of course, you have a study that you can just relax in as well. And then, of course, this is the reason why you want to be on Siesta Key.
Sunset.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Okay, well, if you guys want to get more information about this or those properties or any of the other properties that SWC has, just go to their website, swcproperties.com. And next, we're going to be losing weight by hula hooping. Who knew? Oh no! But before we go out, I want to take another look at that dream view. Oh. Make this my home, please. All right, we'll be right back.
Pro Cream by Dr. Anna, known as the facelift in a bottle, is an all-natural anti-aging formula that tightens skin and muscles, making you look younger. It's made in Sarasota with real pearls, Chinese herbs, and no preservatives. Visit our store or at pearlcreambydranna.com.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting loose salon.
I won cash for life from the Florida lottery! So I get $1,000 a day every day for the rest of my life. Day 1, bought a pony, we're best buds. Day 7, this is crazy! Another day, another grand. This one's on me. Then Mom said, better save some. And another grand, share the love. I don't even play this thing, but I got a bunch. And another grand, and another grand, another grand, another grand. Let's do it again tomorrow.
With a prize of $1,000 a day for life, the new Cash for Life draw game is your ticket to a grand day every day.
Attention blood clot filter patients. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may be entitled to a cash award, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet. Call the Gold Shield Group now, 888-747-5291, to see if you qualify for a cash award, 888-747-5291.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big or even an unlimited plan?
Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $10 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand with no surprises and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular received a J.D. Power Award for highest customer service. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and start your 30-day risk-free trial today. Call 800-297-5313, go to consumercellular.com or visit a Target or Sears store today.
Pro Cream by Dr. Anna, known as the facelift in a bottle, is an all-natural anti-aging formula that tightens skin and muscles, making you look younger. It's made in Sarasota with real pearls, Chinese herbs, and no preservatives. Visit our store or at pearlcreambydranna.com.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We love hearing from our viewers. We got a fun note about pickleball. Karen writes, it's about time someone showed off pickleball, and it was fun watching you play. Karen, I'm in love with pickleball. We enjoyed our match with some champions out there to help us. We set that up right in our back alley, and we got to hit the ball around, and we learned that Linda has a wicked serve there, and Bo Beth enjoyed having some backup from the pros. So a lot of fun. We enjoy the sport of pickleball, and we learned that many of you do too. So thanks for joining us. Bo Beth, tell us what we're doing today.
Well, it's Workout Wednesday, and today we are hooping to be working out, or happy, whichever way you like to pronounce it. And now you may think hula hooping is just for kids on the playground, but it's actually a great workout that burns more than 400 calories an hour. And to help us get hoopy is Heather Kennendall from Peace, Love, and Hoopiness. That's a great name. I love that.
Thank you.
All right, so tell me about hula hooping, because, you know, when you think about it, you don't think workout.
You don't think workout, you think fun, right?
Yeah.
You think playful, happy fun, and then that's one of the coolest part about the hoop. However, it is a very, very, very good thing to do for our body. It's core intensive, it gets us cardio, it's super fun to do.
Speaking of, we're looking at video from a class you teach on the beach. Tell us about that class.
So I have 12 offerings through the community every week. Monday through Friday, we're on beautiful Nokomis Beach. From 9 to 10 in the morning, and then I have some evening classes kind of splattered through the week. But there's opportunity for any schedule to be able to find a hula hoop class.
All right, so I heard, like you said, that this is good to work out, and you had a big weight loss transformation.
Humongous.
From hula hooping.
Yeah.
So tell me a little about where you were and where you are now.
Oh my gosh.
Right, so 7 years ago, that's my 40th birthday. I'm 47. I had a major life event happen, and I was sent off on a sabbatical to a music festival to try to clear the mind and regroup, and I was fortunate enough to meet a woman who had a really big hula hoop, just like these that we're looking at, because most of us look at the little ones from the store and think that we should be able to do that. Not the case. We're bigger people than we were when we were 6 years old, so we need the space. In any event, she got me moving. I had an experience that's really, it's a hard one to put words to, but it was joyful, and I found some connection into my insides, my soul, my heart. And I stayed in that hoop pretty much that full weekend. I came home. I couldn't find a big hoop around the area, so I started to research how to make them, made hoops, gave away hundreds of hoops in my community, took this hoop everywhere I went, played in the backyard with my daughter.
Wow.
And in the process,
You mentioned your daughter.
my daughter. So we had a really great bonding experience. She's the one that really taught me my beginning skills and helped me learn how to use the hoop and move it up and down the body, and knee hoop and shoulder hoop and all that good stuff. But
well, congratulations.
thank
on
you,
your
thank you. 100
transformation.
pounds.
Oh, you look wonderful.
Thank you very much,
Wow.
Linda. Thank you.
So help us get fit. Show us
All
how
right.
to use the hula hoop.
So we're going to put the hoops right around our small of our backs. You're going to hold that hoop all the way to the small of the back. You're going to give the hoop a nice big healthy push with whichever hand feels like you want to push. We can either go clockwise or counterclockwise. Push that hand right towards your belly button. Yeah!
Oh, look, we're all good.
Oh my gosh!
It's going.
Awesome!
I see what you mean about that feeling.
Yeah, so we push right from that small of our, from the belly button forward and back, and or you can go side to side.
Now, you two make it look really easy. I feel like I'm having a major workout back here.
But Beth looks like she's done this her whole life.
Yeah, so the reason
I'm struggling back here.
I know better than
We're not used to holding our core. You know, in our regular daily life, we don't walk around with that core nice and engaged.
Almost dropped it.
It is a workout.
Yeah, I feel like
just picking it up is a workout.
The constant moving. So you said 40 calories
420
Oh, 400.
calories an hour. It's been studied by the American Council on Exercise, so we know that that's a fact. We know that it gives us all core. We know that it helps with our balance and coordination.
Linda, how do you feel about hula hooping? Is it working?
For a few seconds. For a few seconds.
Well, Heather, you give very good instruction because both Candace and I had really never done this successfully, and we certainly have it going a little bit.
Well, you know, what's funny is when we introduce speaking or talking or moving our hands or any of these things, it changes our torso. So it changes the hoop on the body. So it really just reminds us every time that hoop comes across the tummy to tighten down, bear down on those muscles, and give it some consistent, constant energy. Yeah.
I'm sorry my mic has been on the thing. I fixed it. All right, so you guys actually have professionals who know how to do this.
We brought some of my hoopers that come into class, so they're going to come on stage and.
All right, so let's all move to the corner, see if I can do it in moves.
As soon as I get going.
You go, girl. You go, girl.
All right, we want to see the pros.
Yes, show us, you guys.
Oh, I think my mic's off.
Oh, you're fine.
All right, ladies, we'll start in our natural direction. Right foot in front of left. Got it? I got it. Bring that right foot back in and let's take left foot forward.
Oh, it looks so easy.
They do make it look easy.
Beautiful. Back into center.
Fun
Let's take
workout.
those arms straight out to your side. Coming all the way up. Nice big stretch.
All right, for more information
Back
about classes
down.
and the information about getting there, just go to their website, peaceloveandhoopiness.com. Next, two liars from Florida Studio Theater will be here. And we're going to keep watching them hula hoop.
All right, back in your natural direction. And we'll take that hoop up to our chest. Oh, wow.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
I was always worried and scared. Mom was in pain. She wasn't going to get any better, and all the trips to the ER were painful for all of us. Then we called Tidewell Hospice, and everything changed. Now she has care in our home when she needs it, surrounded by family. We know we don't have much time left with Mom, but we decided to make the best out of that time. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Haley Wilkes. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. Big shoes to fill and a lot of responsibility for Sarasota County's new superintendent. How his first day is setting the tone for his time in that position. Plus, an exotic bird causing some problems in another Suncoast area. Why homeowners want them gone. Now, let's head over to Bob.
Haley, another warm day today. High temperatures in the low to mid 80s, and it looks like before the cold front arrives late Thursday, we'll have another day like that tomorrow. 79 degrees, plenty of sunshine out there. Dew point still riding high, and winds out of the southwest at 10, keeping things just a little bit cooler near the coast. That cold front's still a long way off. It's the same front that brought the killer tornadoes into parts of Missouri and Illinois last night. It's lost a lot of its steam, though, as it heads in our direction. We'll have the latest on this front and what it means for our weekend weather coming up today at 5. See you then.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. If you want 24/7 access to ABC 7's breaking news stories, weather forecasts, traffic alerts, health reports, Suncoast View, and more ABC 7 programming, now there's good news. Introducing the free ABC 7 channel on Amazon Fire TV, your 24/7 access to ABC 7. Just search ABC 7 on the streaming device and download the free ABC 7 channel app. Or if you don't have an Amazon Fire TV, you can get one at Amazon.com.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job. I am Goodwill, yeah.
It's the granddaddy of them all, the 89th Annual Arcadia All-Florida Championship Rodeo. March 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. The Arcadia Rodeo Association is proud to present this PRCA-sanctioned event featuring some of the world's best bull, bronc, and bareback riding, roping, barrel racing, and steer wrestling. For the little wranglers, there's a calf scramble and mutton busting. Gates open at 11 each day. For tickets, visit arcadiarodeo.com or call 800-749-7633. It's rodeo at its finest. Don't miss the 89th All-Florida Championship Rodeo, March 9th through 12th.
The current family-centric comedy Clever Little Lies has been such a hit with audiences at Florida Studio Theater. The run has been extended through March 11th. And joining us today are two of the stars of the show, Rita Rain and John Shaver. All right, without giving away too much, tell us a little bit about what the Little Lies are about.
Well, there's quite a few little lies, and every character has their own little lie. But it's basically about a family crisis and how the parents solve the situation.
With clever little lies?
With clever little lies,
yes. Indeed.
Yes, with their own clever little lies. Yeah.
like Santa Claus is a lie.
Yeah, a little bit bigger than that, maybe.
The Easter Bunny is gonna...
Tooth Fairy.
Yes.
Well, we will all admit that little lies do end up to be a part of family. So, as a result of you being here with us and in honor of the show, we're going to play our own little lie game called Guess the Lie. So, here's the way it works. We are going to come up and we prepped kind of a list of common little white lies that we all might say, and we are going to give clues, and we each need to guess the lie, okay? So I think we have an example we're going to try first, and we'll do the example, and you'll kind of get the idea of what it is. So this is a situation where if the lie is, I can't, I'm sick, you might say, I don't feel like going into work. An ugly guy asked me on a date. I just don't feel like it tonight. So then your excuse would be, I can't, I'm sick. Okay, got it? All right, we always make visitors start because we're like that. All right. Candace is first. We need to guess her little lie.
I was super busy at work because...
You couldn't go out?
You didn't show up?
I was late for lunch?
No.
I didn't return your call because...
I left my phone at home.
Oh, you didn't answer my text?
Yes!
The texting queen!
She must have used that.
This is a little bit scary.
Linda, you never return my text.
That's true. Okay.
She was busy at work.
I just...
It's hard.
Yeah, I've never had this. Well, I had this experience a long time ago, but I'm not as old as you might think I am.
I can't go out
I'm
with
not
you?
40. I'm not 35. I'm
not old enough to go out with you?
No. I'm younger than that. I'm younger than you think I am. I'm not 40, I'm not 35, I'm not 30, I am.
You're 29?
Yes!
29! Oh, you're 29 forever.
That's what that is.
That's good. All right, give it a try.
It's all you, Rita.
Lord have mercy. Okay. Okay, you're going to Thanksgiving dinner, and you...
I made it by scratch.
No, close. And you're running late, so you...
I'll be there in a minute. 5 minutes.
Yes!
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 Wow.
She's used all these lines.
Goodness. Got something to learn from you.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, if someone's pushing you to do something, but you're not ready to do it yet, you don't want to, you might say
no.
Right, you could, right?
I don't feel good. I don't feel good.
Right?
I don't feel
Or
good.
it's about time. It's about time. So
I have another meeting to go to.
you really know it's not. You really know it's going to take you 10 minutes, but you might say.
It's going to take me an hour?
Go the other way.
5
It's only going to take a minute.
It's only going to take a minute.
Or
5 minutes.
Just a second?
5 minutes.
a second.
Just a second.
Okay.
All right, very good.
Wow. I give them a minute. I'll be there in a minute.
Okay. When you cheat on the weekends,
On your diet?
Yes. You'll say,
I'll start it Monday. I'll start it
on
Monday.
your diet. What is
I'll start it Monday.
Yeah!
I say that every Tuesday.
I got nervous when we were going to talk about cheating on the weekends. I'm like, oh.
Only I was thinking food.
Okay. What I say to my kids every time they say, can we do this? Can we do that? I'll say,
I can't afford it.
Next time, tomorrow.
Ask your dad.
It's not about hearing, it's about
Seeing.
so what do I say to my kids? We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay.
That's a good one.
All
That's a
right.
good one. Yeah.
Candace, you're up.
I'm up.
We're doing more?
These guys lie better than we do.
What you would say to somebody that caught you off guard that you wanted to get in touch with, but you forgot to?
I've been busy.
I've been trying to call you.
Yes! I was just about to call you. You were on my list for today.
A lot of little lies here. We're going to tell everybody that Clever Little Lies is at Florida Studio Theater through March 12th. For tickets and information, visit floridastudio.theater.org. And Linda has been so good at this. We're going to do one more.
Okay. You're driving down the road and somebody stops you and you say, the police officer stops you. We like
I didn't know that I was speeding. We'll be right back. We won't lie anymore, we promise.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help. And slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
If you want to rediscover the smooth, radiant skin of your past, consider a facelift, eyelid lift, or laser resurfacing from Faces by Fezza. Restore your natural, youthful appearance and the confidence that goes with it when you trust your face to the expert hands of Dr. John Fezza. Using a delicate touch, he gives you natural-looking contours, a clean jawline, and long-lasting results. Call today to schedule a private consultation, because when you look good, you feel good. Faces by Fezza at Center for Sight.
Florida Studio Theater presents the regional premiere of Clever Little Lies, now playing in the Keating Theater. Secrets are exposed and clever little lies are crafted in this fast-paced comedy by Joe DiPietro. Shattering and hilarious, Clever Little Lies is a story of long-term love and marriage, for better and for worse. Don't miss what critics are calling lively with big reveals and surefire comedy. Clever Little Lies is now playing. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting floridastudiotheater.org.
Attention sleep apnea sufferers. If you use CPAP therapy, if you have private insurance, or you're on a Medicare replacement plan, we may be able to help you get your CPAP supplies at little or no cost to you and free shipping. Most insurance companies allow a patient to get a new CPAP mask, cushion, filter, and tubing every 3 to 6 months to prevent respiratory infection and skin sores.
That's why you should call Americare CPAP. Call 800-423-5457. That's 800-423-5457.
Attention blood clot filter patients. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may be entitled to a cash award, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet. Call the Gold Shield Group now, 888-747-5291, to see if you qualify for a cash award, 888-747-5291.
Welcome back. Hey, you're going to want to stick around after Suncoast View today and learn about a guide dog's life. Our little guy Wrigley. We are actually going to go behind the scenes at Southeastern Guide Dogs because you've learned about the puppy along with us, but there is so much to Southeastern Guide Dogs, from breeding all the way to the actual training so that the dogs can be a guide. It's an amazing organization. I can't wait to tell you more about it. That's coming up tonight at 5, and you can also catch it online at mysuncoast.com. All right, it is time to catch some noodles in the kitchen. We're going to go visit Judy for the best of the Suncoast.
ABC 7 News at 7 weeknights.
Our goal is to do things better than anybody in the country. What makes Sarasota Memorial Hospital's program so special is that it's taking care of the patient in every aspect of cardiovascular disease. And in this community, the patients are very active. The idea is not just to get them over that operation, but to get them back to doing the things that they enjoy doing.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at 5 o'clock. New details in a deadly shooting in Englewood that involved several sheriff's deputies. What the sheriff is saying about the suspect's actions. In Suncoast Traffic Watch right now, no crashes, but we're seeing that the Ringling Bridge is backed up both ways, heading out to St. Armands and then heading back to the mainland at this hour. Now over to Bob for another look at the weather.
A bit of a change on the way, Scott. We have a cold front approaching the southeast United States. In fact, moving through it right now, just north of Atlanta. This front has lost a lot of its punch since last night when it produced many tornadoes across parts of Missouri and Illinois. Some light rain showers developing as a result of warm temperatures again today. Highs were in the mid to upper 80s across the inland areas. Just enough heat of the day and enough moisture to kick off a few showers. These are moving to the north, so there's a chance for some inland showers through the evening. More on that coming up at 5. See you then.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
Thanks to my volunteer, I am a better eater.
Thanks to my volunteer, math seems simple now.
Thanks to my volunteer, I discovered new career goals.
I'm a volunteer for Sarasota County Schools, so I know I can make a difference. And you can too. Give an hour, change a life.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
And for a limited time, Minnesota Flooring is offering you unbelievable pricing on tile and laminate. Porcelain tile only $1.59. Ceramic tile 99 cents. And 16 by 16 tile $1.19. Laminate flooring is only 99 cents. But these prices won't last. Don't miss out on these great deals. Hurry into Minnesota Flooring today.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
Coming up Thursday at 4 on Suncoast View, the Cleveland Kitchen is coming soon to the Suncoast. We're going to get an inside look into their unique menu offerings. Sarasota Ballet is here. We'll give their new adult classes a try, plus a sneak peek at a premiere short film shot right here on the Suncoast and the St. Jude Foodlosophy charity event.
Welcome back, everyone. So we are in the kitchen surrounded by the aromas of delicious noodles with Chef Judy. What do we have here?
We're celebrating National Noodle Month, and I know you all had it on your calendar, right? You've been stocking your shelves. So I have a great assignment to search the Suncoast, right? And we have to start off with Pho Cali, our beloved Vietnamese noodle house right on Main Street. If you ever want to know where the chefs go on their day off, it's there. And like Joey Panic just said, this is flu season. If you're sick, you need a bowl of steaming hot pho with the noodles. So let's go over here. This is called bird's nest noodles. Those are the fried vermicelli noodles. A lot of people like that. And it really does give that crunch and texture with stir fry. Now, this is my favorite over here. This is a number 79, but he added the pork, the steak. Oh yeah, I'm so 79. And grilled shrimp, and that is a noodle salad. So cold vermicelli noodles, that spicy chili sauce. I can tell you've displayed noodles before, Candace. I'm very impressed.
I have a lot of experience in this area.
And, you know, pad thai, all these different types of noodles, really wonderful. So you get your choice of vermicelli or egg noodles, rice noodles, really fun. Let's go over to Yo Sushi in the UTC Mall. This one I just love. These are udon noodles. Now, these are the really wide, very good, Linda, very good. You all practiced with your noodles last night in hula hoops. See the wide noodles?
Oh,
These are the nice, so those very Japanese. Yummy. You know, in Japan there are all these little teeny stalls, and there are noodle houses, and they have ramen, and they have different things like that. Yo Sushi, I should mention, has a nice new ramen salad as well. So another option for
I'm working my way up.
Whatever it takes.
Go, Linda. We'll get you. We will get you going.
This will be a great diet.
That's right. Now, just near Pho Cali is Drunken Poet, and they are known to have like outrageous pad thai. Right now, soft shell crab are in season. It's a very short time that you get those delicious crabs. She batters them, deep fried, and then I love the presentation. You can be careful of the chili if you want it really spicy. You toss that in with the chopped peanuts and always a little lime and cilantro. Has the egg in there. Really, really delicious. But the Drunken Poet, whether it's chicken, shrimp, or the soft shell crab, and in season, I say go for the soft shell. Isn't this great? Now, over at Japan, they have 2 locations on North Cattleman across from UTC, and they're original in Paradise Plaza. And I loved when Daniel called me and said, Judy, I want you to come in and try my new ramen noodle bowl. I want your opinion. I'm like, ramen is so me. So this is with char siu pork, and that char siu just melts in your mouth. It's very slow cooked, marinated pork. Egg in there and those ramen noodles. It is a wonderful, filling dish.
That's not your top ramen.
That's right, What you ate in college is not really ramen. Do not put those things down.
Just salt and water.
Right. That's right. If you can buy 10 for $1, do not eat it. It's not good for you. And then last but definitely not least, we have to mention Yoder's, because Amish noodles are such a thing. If you Google Amish noodles, everybody has an opinion, but it's got to be in butter and chicken stock, so you can taste that. It's so buttery and so delicious. And you know what? My Nana often served noodles. I mean, I'm Jewish, so we had noodle kugel a lot with the noodle pudding. But even just as a side dish, I think we had noodles more than potatoes, to be honest.
Buttered noodles.
Yes.
Are those
noodles
egg
and sour cream. These are egg noodles.
This reminds me of growing up.
And my mom used to mix them with I like anything with sour cream too, but warm noodles with nice sour
my gosh.
cream, maybe some diced chives.
Stroganoff, maybe?
Oh, stop it. Stop it. We're having a noodle moment.
You guys are melting.
And
All right.
poor Linda will
I'm
keep
still
Linda,
working on
just
this
put your
noodle.
fingers in there and grab
She's
that
like, I
food out.
can't get it. Here, Linda, have
Really
a spoon.
fun
Oh,
choices all across the
Thank you.
Suncoast.
We're all digging in.
And you have a whole month of noodle month to enjoy.
Did you give her a
all
fork?
the different
I gave her a
types.
spoon.
You
That'll
can
be
do
easier
it, Linda.
for-
You can do
I've
it. Use
got
your
it.
finger. She's got it.
Candace, thank you. I'm glad you're a noodle expert. You picked the perfect day to join us. Judy, thank you. We always learn lots of great locations to check out on the Suncoast. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day and take some time and enjoy the Suncoast view. Don't mind us, we're digging in.
Oh, this is so good.
Isn't that yummy?
It was worth the effort.
It's got that kick to it.